WWDC just ended, so here's everything that's going to change about your iPhone in the next couple months. First of all, there's been a complete visual overhaul. Rather than the apps looking like they usually have, instead, they will now look more rounded. Their icons will also be more three-dimensional. And you'll now be able to make them transparent with this new technology they're calling liquid glass. Liquid glass just means that your icons you'll now be able to see through them into the background without them being too distracting, which I personally think is a nice visual change. With that, nearly every app in Apple's library has changed with this idea. Menus are now more bubble-like, and everything visually looks different. It'll take some getting used to when you update your phone. Next, there's the big updates to Apple Intelligence. You will now be able to have real-time translation between calls. So if someone's calling you and they only speak French and you only speak English, the call will be translated live for you. There's also some other Apple Intelligence changes, but they all feel kind of gimmicky. Next, updates with calls. Apple introduced this thing called Hold Assist, where it'll automatically identify hold music, and then it'll let you leave the app and do other things on your phone while it's putting you on hold, and then it'll call you back once your representative is ready, which I think is pretty nice for those stupid long holding periods for some of these companies. Some changes with group chats have been made in iMessage. You can now create a custom background for your group chat, as well as a poll, and you can have live translations for voice memos and text through iMessage. Next, Apple cleaned up their camera UI using the liquid glass design that I talked about earlier. Safari now uses an edge-to-edge layout so that more information can be displayed for Safari. It also is adopting the liquid glass style. Apple Music got a really cool update with auto mixing, where it'll transition songs just like a DJ, matching beats and beats per minute. And in the example that they used, it sounded really, really good. Apple introduced a new gaming app that holds all your arcade games and all of your downloaded games all in one area. They didn't tell us much information about this, but what it appears to be is a more social way to game with your friends. Like, it's gonna have leaderboards, but it also feels a little gimmicky. And finally, CarPlay got a big update. CarPlay now looks visually different, as well as being more connected with your phone. And CarPlay Ultra, which is the thing they showed off a while ago, the first car using CarPlay Ultra, where your iPhone takes over the entire car, like I'm talking dials and everything, that first version was also released. If you made it this far, follow, subscribe, like, do whatever. Just stick around. I'm gonna be releasing videos about the iPad and the other things later.